So this is what it is, man. I'm just gonna be very blunt about this. The American girl is the worst thing you can ever deal with. Like the fact that she doesn't. I don't know if you guys noticed when he said for richer or poorer, she made a face when he said when he said that, and then to obey. Any good relationship between a man and a woman, the woman must obey her man. Period. Like there's a defined leader and there's a defined follower. If the woman is a leader, she's gonna lead you to the end of that goddamn relationship. Yep. Women can't lead anything, and the reason for that is because they are. I'll give you a chance to rebut what I'm gonna say here. Sure, don't worry. Women are emotional creatures, which means their feelings dictate how they move and how they make their decisions. Feelings change all the time, okay? Men can be emotional as well, but men have a better ability to control their emotions and make deductive problem-solving decisions, okay? This is why the world was built by men and not by women. So my thing is, if you got a girl that has the gall to disrespect you like that in front of all of your family and friends on the most important day where you're taking your vows and she's not going to obey you, well, that's a tenet of being a part of a marriage. A woman must follow her man and obey her man. Whether you look at Islam, Christianity, Judaism, every single culture that's existed through the period of time, the man leads and the woman follows. That's how society is built. It's not built by women, it's built by men. So if a girl can't follow your lead, that woman isn't worthy of being in a relationship. And the other thing, too, I want to say is that the woman should always like the guy more than he likes her. Why do I say this? Because women get bored of relationships way faster than men. Women have more options than men. So for a girl to truly stay submissive and interested in her man, she's got to like him more than he likes her, since women are far more likely to end relationships. Yeah. So the guy has to be that dude, the breadwinner, the leader, the dominant, and the woman follow him and like him more than he likes her.
Yeah. Also, real quick,
that's a component.
So she made that joke in front of all those people, right? That's a one-time joke. However, that behavior transcends to everything. So even though it was a joke in that instance, I guarantee you, outside of that courtroom or whatever, wherever they get married, she's made those jokes herself when they're by themselves. The problem is, if they're home alone with that type of like joke, like it can manifest into actual actions, and as a result, it won't work. But again, that joke is funny in the moment, but in reality speaking, she dissed him in public.
And here's the other thing too: she doesn't respect him.
That was disrespectful.
If a woman,
right.
So if a woman doesn't respect you, it's over.
Yeah,
I understand that. However, he knows she doesn't respect him.
He might not know.
But that's why the relationship is gonna fail.
You think
That's why the relationship is gonna fail. When women are with a man that they disrespect, they treat him like absolute shit.
Yeah.
She's angry, she's bitching, she's talking shit, blah blah blah. A woman must respect you, and the only way that a woman's going to respect you is if she fears losing you. So I can tell you right there off looking at that situation, he probably either A, has money, or he's doing something for her where she's willing to tolerate him.
And also
I was just going to say, he's tolerating it.
She's tolerating him.
Yo,
there's men that tolerate that disrespect.
That guy you see right there, he may not know. I'll tell you why. He may not have experience to understand what that really means, because looking at it from I want to say outlook of like outside view, he's taking it as a joke. But to me, that's serious, because if you're going to make that joke in front of people like that in that whole auditorium, that's crazy to me. And that transcends to more bad behavior going along.
That's an L. That woman doesn't deserve a husband. She doesn't deserve a relationship, in my opinion. She's disrespectful, and clearly she's doing it to fulfill. That's a problem. Western women want to get married, but they don't want to be wives. All right, somebody had something that they disagree with this or something?
So how often do you both think about the Roman Empire after this conversation, actually?
What?
I see what you did there. He's trying to be funny.
Wait, press your button.
That had nothing to do with the conversation. But
wait, can I say something? It did. I think there's men that tolerate disrespect, unfortunately, like him.
And that's a problem.
I would never, but like, if the man was to like object, obviously you would have been able to see it. Like, he would have been like, wait, chill. Like, but he didn't. So that, back to my point, he's gonna tolerate whatever her terms. And there's men like that are.
That's a problem.
They're what's the opposite of
alpha? They don't understand their value. They're pussies.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. There's men like that, and he's one of them.
Yeah.
I don't think though. It wasn't even about tolerating though. It was just about who's gonna do better, the foreign girl or the American girl. It's not about toleration.
But I'm saying
the American girl's
the
not
question
was
good. How long is which
Who's
relationship?
Gonna last longer?
Yeah,
well, the foreign
and my
girl.
answer is the American girl, because the guy is
better.
going to tolerate it.
But I think
I don't know, because I think so then if we're talking about toleration, and I know before you were talking about
we should say who's going to have a better long-term relationship. That's what I meant to say. A more fruitful relationship, not just enduring the bullshit.
more
sorry.
And what I'm
fruitful-
going off of on that though is if we bring it back to before when you were saying, so when we bring back like the toleration, so the American man tolerating the American girl, and then I think we brought up how the foreign girl like might give up the act a little bit sooner because whatever. So it's just like, but like if it's about toleration, do you really think though that like that foreign girl with how she was acting there, like you think she's gonna give up sooner? I feel like she's gonna take longer. Where the American man, like he's gonna give up sooner than her. So if it's about toleration, it's the foreign woman versus the American man. Who's gonna hold stronger? If we're talking about toleration at the end of the day, like I'm gonna say the American man's gonna give up sooner.
You shouldn't be
she's not
tolerating your
even-
partner at
not
all.
even, hold on.
Tolerate.
It's not even him. No, it's not even him giving up. She's gonna break up with him.
Yeah,
She's
well,
gonna
yeah.
divorce him.
Yeah.
I
Women
agree with that,
initiate
but
like
for-
70% of the divorces, so like she's gonna leave his ass because he's a bitch.
No,
And
I
if she's
agree,
talking
I
like
agree.
that, if
He's
she's
not gonna
talking
deal
like
with
that at
bullshit.
the altar, I guarantee you 9 times out of 10, because I've called a numerous of men bitch ass niggas behind closed doors. So
They don't
I know
take
that.
that.
I know that language. I know that body language. That body language is behind closed doors. Them arguments get real nasty.
Yep.
You're calling him out of his name, and I'm gonna tell you just from experience. I love my fiance, and I'm not gonna say I didn't have a point in the beginning of our relationship. That's probably why we broke up and got back together. That I would say things that were very disrespectful. And he's like, if you really love me and respect me, you would never behave that way. I had to, like Myron said, almost risk losing him and
Right.
fear losing him to think about when I do get mad in those moments. You got to have a better way to reflect.
I'll tell you one thing
It's
though.
more embarrassing
Yo,
second
one thing-
half.
one
One thing
That's how
about
that
this
is.
lady here, the American woman, she was being honest.
She
And
was.
to have that honesty and him not realize what was happening, he fucked up. But again, that honesty that she gave up front is a red flag, 100%.
You,
Yeah.
sir, you were gonna try to say something, or
No, I disagree with everything you said.
okay? What do you disagree with? What do you disagree with
And I'm
specifically?
just
Go ahead.
trying to
What do you
relax,
disagree with specifically?
Everything. I mean,
What part?
you're
Misogyny.
saying that men deserve to be respected and women
I
have
didn't
to
say that.
obey.
I said women must respect you for the relationship to work. I didn't say men deserve to be respected. Respect
And
is
men
earned.
don't have to respect the women.
No,
That
the
happens.
woman
No?
has to like the man more than he likes her. That's
no,
what I
They
said.
both have to respect each other.
That's not what I was saying. I was saying the woman
But
needs
that's
to
what I
like him. Okay, are you are you going to actually refute my arguments, or
No, I'm
you're
saying
going to make
that
up your own things?
the respect should be
Mutual.
mutual.
But that's
Like it's
That's not
not.
what I
We're not
said.
talking
That's
about
what he's saying,
respect.
though.
That's not what I said.
I'm not saying that. I'm just
So
saying
what are
that
you
I
saying?
disagree with the fact that, like the video
You're disagreeing
that
with
was
something that doesn't exist then, because I never said that.
Yeah, we weren't
No,
arguing
no.
respect
What I mean
on
is
the
that
relationship.
the video that we saw, the woman was completely obeying the man, and you guys, I mean, you are agreeing with that, but I don't.
What?
Because I don't agree with the fact that women have to obey the man in order for the relationship to work.
I
They
just don't
both
think
have
women
to
should
respect
embarrass
each
their
other
men in
equally.
public on the
Yeah.
altar.
Okay, so
I don't feel like
Okay, I
she
see
was
her argument.
embarrassing
No,
him,
she
and I
wasn't.
don't think
That
he
was
was tolerating.
embarrassing.
I feel like
Maybe
from
you
watching
think
that,
so. I
the
would
energy,
freak out.
from,
No.
the energy from the both of them, it was clear that like they both have they kiki, they have the way that they communicate. It's clear that it's through humor. He did not seem caught off guard at all. He didn't seem like he was tolerating it. I bet you he looked over and his family's laughing too. It seemed like they both just have the same kind of dry humor. And I will say, on your wedding day, that is very serious. That's sacred. I can totally see the point of view of like that's not the time or place. But from watching it, like that's just funny. Like they love each other. They're getting married. They're
I
committing.
think the
He
family
didn't
was
seem
definitely
upset.
looking in the audience.
I think
Like
he laughed it
I
off
told
so
y'all,
stupid.
not, told my son not to marry her.
Yeah.
So wait,
Laughed it off,
her
that's what
There's
argument.
banter, and then there's just disrespect.
Yeah,
that was not banter.
disrespect.
That was disrespectful.
That was.
I could
personally
never-
wouldn't want
That's
a
like
man
me
to do
telling
that
you,
to me.
you know what?
I
I'm
would
gonna marry
freak.
you, but fuck providing. I'm gonna do what I feel like.
Imagine being at the altar. Just reverse it. I can't even. I'm planning a wedding right now. I'm at the altar, and we are about to say our vows, and we get to that part, and my husband says,
Sure, right.
"What? Provide?
You laugh that
Till
poor.
death do his part? Yeah, right. Till broke through you what? What up? I'm gonna be looking like,
That ain't no joke.
why
If
are
he
you
said
doing
it
this right now?
seriously, and I felt like it was like
Don't even
like,
play with me
legit,
like that.
I'd
While
be
I got
like,
this expensive dress on, and spend however X amount of dollars for this. Don't play with me right here.
Oh, not to
Yeah.
mention he paid for that whole shit probably.
Yep.
He probably paid for that whole
No,
engagement.
Isn't it the
The
bride's
fathers,
mom?
you don't
yeah,
know
the bride's
that.
father
Right.
usually
Yes.
always pays
Depends
their
on
wedding.
your culture.
But it doesn't give the right to do that.
But wait, let's
Yeah.
go back to her. She's
matter.
agreeing with the American woman. So why do you agree
What I
that?
mean is that they both need respect. I mean, the man is not superior to the woman. they should be equal. That's
But-
my opinion.
If it's about respect, she's blatantly disrespecting him on the
She's
altar.
not
Thank you.
disrespecting him.
Yes, she
I mean,
is.
the
If
big
she was
thing is
seriously
respect
saying
of
that,
vows
then
were
you're
not
talking
what
about
she
to read
wanted
the Bible.
to be said.
I don't think nobody should be talking about marriage unless they know the
He should have walked
Bible.
away. He should have said, I don't want to
That's
be
true.
here. I don't
Okay,
want to marry
so-
her.
How
He
did you
should
know
have
that
walked
was going to
away.
happen?
Okay, so you said a bunch of things that are incorrect. So number one, you said that
To me, they're not incorrect.
okay, well, look, I understand what you're saying, like in my opinion,
all
but we're
have
talking
our
facts here.
opinions.
Do you genuinely think that a relationship is gonna last, especially a marriage where the woman doesn't obey her
It
man?
depends on many things.
On what?
Like a relationship doesn't last only because of what you're saying. There are many things, many aspects that make up
That's
a
the
relationship.
foundation, though.
Yeah, like a woman's got to follow her man.
It's just
I don't think so.
shallow.
Do you,
I don't think so.
you
and
think women lead relationships? In
they
general, you
both-
think women
they
that lead
both
relationships?
should lead the relationship, both
You
working
can lead
together.
him to the grocery
a
store. You can lead him
collaboration.
to the bedroom. You can lead him in the
No, it's a
kitchen.
collaboration.
You can lead him to help him
Hold
get
on,
a
hold on,
better
stop,
credit
stop,
score.
stop. You said they both can lead?
Yeah.
How? How does that doesn't...
It's a team.
Why does anyone need to
partnership.
lead? Why don't you work together towards
mean,
the
it
common
should be a
goal of
team.
being happy and living a
Okay,
good
see,
life?
this is the difference between
I
how
agree.
men view the world and how women view the world. Men tend to
Yeah,
look
it's
at the world
crazy.
through hierarchy, right? Like, okay, competence. I am smarter than this individual, so I am the boss. He's second in command, etc. Men understand hierarchy. Women, for some odd reason, you guys don't. The
We
reality
do.
is this: men must be competent, and then they must be in a position of authority over a woman for it to actually work, where she can respect him and defer to his authority. It doesn't work where we're equal. Okay, if I was as strong as you, or as I was tall as you, as I made as much money as you, as smart as you, you'd look at me, he's an equal. But if I'd say, hey, we need to go and do this, you would have maybe a point of issue with that. But if I'm better than you in everything and I'm more experienced, you're going to defer to my
Who
authority.
says that you're better?
What?
Also, why not
says?
why not
Why
communicate?
are you assuming that a man is better than
No,
the
I'm
woman?
saying the man needs to be better to command respect from his
Better
female.
in
should
what
be. He
sense?
should
That's
be
a
better.
big word.
What?
It's a big word. Better. It depends. Like there are different
Stupid.
kinds. There are different kind of intelligences. Like you could be intelligent in one way, and he could be intelligent in another way.
Yeah.
He could be more.
Your man must be more competent than you in things that actually
everything?
matter. In things that
No,
actually
it
matter.
depends.
Maybe you can pick out the drapes or something for the house. But the guy's got to be more competent in how the world works, making money, being more successful, being more intelligent than you are for it to work. Women don't want their equal in general. They want a guy that's better than them in every regard. I mean, I don't know how we don't understand common sense biology here.
I appreciate
I
that
don't
you
think
guys
that's
invited
I've
me
never,
here.
I
but
never
I
learned
honestly
in
cannot.
biology that that's the case.
Well, I think
Never
just the
learned that.
Bible alone. If you are looking to have a husband or you're looking to be a wife, you need to read the Bible because there's nowhere in the Bible that it doesn't say the man does not lead.
Even in religion
Wait, can you
itself,
cite-
there's
can you cite a
hierarchies.
Bible
So
verse?
religion is going to be God, the man, the woman, and then the kids. There's hierarchy wherever you look at it. So honestly speaking,
And if you want to look at it in the Bible, you want to look at it in the Quran, you want to look at it in Asian culture, you want to look at it in Native American culture, you want to look at it in African culture, why is it that all human species, all different demographics of humans, put men in the leadership roles?
Because y'all
Put your
decided
headphones
so
on.
early that you guys were
Put
so
your
much
headphones
better
on.
than us.
What?
And it's just like been a thing that's existed forever.
Can I
It doesn't
ask-
make it right.
It works though. It works. The world that you enjoy
No,
and
it
you live
doesn't.
in.
It doesn't work. There's so much. There's like, it doesn't.
oh,
Okay.
I don't think.
she's leaving.
it
She's leaving?
works.
Yep.
Thank you for the
All right.
opportunity,
Bye,
but
love.
I
All right,
don't associate with this.
Okay, just leave then. Just leave.
Thank
Don't
you
make
so
it. Don't make it a spectacle.
Nice
Just
to
quickly
meet
But I have
leave.
a question.
Just quickly leave. See, this is what I mean. The feminists can't articulate their points. They get triggered and they can't. Yeah, whatever.
That's funny.
It's fine. More space. So, what was I gonna say?
She was arguing a totally different point, and then we asked her, "What are you really arguing?" Could you even say that?
Nothing, bro. Low IQ.
Bro.
Dumb feminist as usual. So, tell me one society that's actually existed through time that's a matriarchy. Then.
Oh, I'm not saying there is one. I'm saying, like, it's all been patriarchy, but it's not right, and it hasn't ever led to like something so beautiful. Like, the world's not a gorgeous place, and men have run it forever. Women haven't had the chance to like really step into those roles because over the years, the misogyny that's existed has stayed, and it's stayed present because you guys have always run things. So how do you know you're doing it better? We haven't had a chance because we're women. We're supposed to be submissive. We're supposed to do this and that. Like,
I would argue that women have the easiest existence they've ever had, and I would argue that women live an easier life than men do, and they have more opportunities than men do. As a matter of fact, if you really think that it's a patriarchy and it's so bad, name one right or privilege that men have that women don't.
I'm not saying it's so bad.
Answer the question.
I am.
If a patriarchy is so bad, name one right or privilege that men have that women don't also enjoy. But I can name a bunch of privileges and rights that women have that men don't have. So explain to me how the patriarchy is bad.
I would say the first thing is like men baseline are always just respected more. You meet a man, you have a conversation, people always respect more.
Really?
Men more naturally. Yes, because forever you guys have said we are the most competent and women aren't. That's why when, as a woman, the amount of times I've been told, like, when I first met you, I thought you were super dumb, but after talking to you, you're really smart. Men don't get told that because you meet a man and men automatically get respect. It's very true. It is.
I disagree. I think
in my
women,
opinion.
I think, see, here's the thing. Women get more opportunities, and there's a reason why there's a whole thing called chivalry where we give women preferential treatment, but men don't necessarily get that. If a woman is homeless or if a woman is in a bad situation, she's more likely to get handout money, homeless shelters cater to women. There's a bunch of things in place for women. So I don't know what you mean by that.
But you're more likely to get opportunity. You're more likely to get taken seriously. You're more likely to get a job than women. It's statistically proven. That's actually,
hold on. Actually, absolutely not. Women are far more likely to get a job if competing with a man. If a woman's name is on a resume, she's more likely to get that job, especially if it's in a male-dominated field.
Yeah. Nowadays, it's only that way because the past forever, it's been men, so they have to do that so that people can't be like, oh, you only hire men. They hire women because it looks good for them.
Do you know
okay,
why?
So once again, explain to me how the patriarchy oppresses women then, that you're claiming. Because to me, it sounds like y'all get a bunch of opportunities that we don't.
It oppresses us in the way it's happening right now. Is there's a few men in here talking to us like we're stupid, purposely misunderstanding things we're saying, but we just have to put up with it because we're women and you're men, so you get humbled so much less than us. We are forced to sit here and listen to you, and it is your podcast, and I get that, but it's also like you talk over us. If we talk to you the way you talk to us, that would never slide, ever. But men can do it because you're men, and we have to sit and listen, and it's been that way forever, but that doesn't make it right. Just because it's always been like that doesn't make it the way things are supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way they have been.
Well,
you can't just submit to the way things are forever. Nothing's ever going to change or improve.
Well,
and who's to say what's supposed to be?
There's a bunch of times where I was speaking and you cut in to make
multiple
times where you cut in to make points that didn't make sense. And the thing is that we're challenging what you're saying because a lot of things that you're saying are just not true.
No, and that's how I feel about what you're saying. Also, when I cut in, I have a headphone on, like the mic. Sometimes I don't hear when you're talking, and I am sorry, I don't mean to. But it's like, I'm not purposely doing it. I hope you know that. And I've said many. You stop talking and that you do it too. You also talk over me, and you also you purposely, I feel like, try to not understand what I'm saying. Like, even if I mess a sentence up or something, you immediately are like, okay, why'd you word it like that? And you say that to get in my head, when in reality, if you listen to my sentence, you would have known exactly what I meant because common sense and critical thinking. No, it's critical thinking. It's hearing a sentence and it's like when you get a text from your friend and it's a paragraph and one word's mistyped, you're not gonna send back and be like, what'd you say? Like, you're gonna read it, you're gonna figure it out, critically think. It's not hard.
Because you've made a bunch of arguments based on how you feel and not necessarily what's real.
And
that's the issue.
I worded it wrong, but you also are making arguments on how you feel. You feel like women need someone who's superior. Where is it in the books? Where's the numbers? Can I see them? Can I see all the women you've spoken to? Like, you are saying how you feel, but you're not wording it as I feel. You're saying women are this. You're stating it as facts, but they're not facts.
So
they're
women
how
don't
you
want
feel,
a man...
but you're stating it like it's a fact.
It is a
and
fact.
you interrupt me too, and so it's like you can't just shame me and make me feel like bad about it because you do
incorrect.
it. And we're also debating, and people interrupt each other as well. But I don't think I'm incorrect. And you're right, it is my opinion. But so is most of everything you're saying. No,
what I'm saying is facts. Women, by and large, want a man that's better than them in every metric: height, income, strength, competence. The women on average want a guy that makes 56% more money than they do. Like,
women
everything
on
I'm
average.
saying,
So where'd you get that number from? You said women on average 50%. Where'd you get it
from?
Women,
college-educated women especially, want a man that makes about 56% more money than they do. There's been studies on this. Okay? Women don't want a man that's equal to them. It's called hypergamy. It's biology. Women want a man that's better than them. Women, since the beginning of time, have either married across or above hierarchy lineages. That's just how it's always been. So this isn't my opinion or how I feel. This is what's real. You, on the other hand, have made a bunch of arguments based on how you feel. Well, I don't think women are this way. They are.
Your arguments are the same, though. You also are making opinionated arguments, but you're saying it with passion. You're saying there's these articles, so pull it up. Show me the numbers.
We have a list of articles here.
Yeah,
you can see after the show.
You're free to go ahead and look at the studies after.
You're going to realize you said a bunch of stuff that was not true at all. He's just correcting you in real time.
What are some things I said that weren't true? Can you name me some?
You said that women don't want a man that's superior to them.
My words were, I'm a woman and I don't. You can say some women, but you can't say women because I'm a woman.
I said women in general.
No. Are you all women?
Oh, not at all. No, I'm only one woman.
Exactly.
I hate to be against women, but we could do a poll just here and just do the percentage. How many women
And I
here
did that earlier,
want
and
a
most of the
man?
girls said that they prefer a man that's
It's 9
better.
women out of literally everyone. Like there's 9 women.
We've interviewed 3,000 women plus, pretty much, or
Over
about to be
2,500.
Say if you
Out
want
of
their facts, just watch
millions?
the podcast in the past, and then you could just see what they're
What if
talking
we
about.
I've
say-
seen them, but it's like the amount of people you've had
Women
on, even all
prefer.
together, like combined, is such a minuscule amount of people compared
Where's
to the
your
amount of
stats?
women in the world.
Where's your stats?
To what argument? To what numbers? What numbers did I give
To
you
your
that you want
argument
stats to?
That women don't want a bigger, stronger, better man.
My only argument is it's not all women. Everyone is different. You are
No,
generalizing.
How do you know?
Did I ever say
Because
all?
I'm a woman who knows so many women, and most of the women I met think the way that I do.
How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 22.
You haven't lived long enough to meet half of the women that even have had successful relationships. Most of the women you
And
know.
I'm not saying
you're
that.
still-
That's not the argument at
But it has
all.
to be because you can only give opinions off of experience. You haven't had enough experience in your life. I'm going on 35. I haven't had enough experience in life to sit here and say, this is the majority of how women think. I can only tell you from what you have experienced,
Exactly.
right?
That's what I'm trying to say is you can't sit here and say all women. My argument
He
was
said
His
most,
experience.
never
Yeah,
said
most.
most.
I never
like,
said
come
all.
on, like,
okay. You keep saying
I think you're
women
missing the
This is
key
why
word
we
now.
correct you,
Talking about-
I
because you
said a
say stuff like
majority
that.
in general. I never said all.
Well, there are a few times you've said word for word women this, women that. Some women,
general.
most
He's
women.
speaking and drown.
I always say in general
Okay, Chris.
or a majority. I never say all. I never speak in absolutes. I speak in majority.
Yeah,
I
hear
showed
you.
it. I proved it to you here at the table. I've said it before. I've named a couple of stats, and your only argument is my experience, my opinion, what I think. Well, I hate to say it. You're 22 years old and you don't know anything.
But the poll you
So
just ran
you're-
with 9 women isn't like
And
an
I told
argument.
you I have a body of evidence of where I've spoken about almost 2,500 plus women. I have studies on my side. Like, it's irrefutable that women look for a man that's better than them in every regard. Like, that's not an opinion. That's an absolute fact.
And you're arguing it, but you want a wealthy man. You want a man to provide.
I didn't say that. I haven't said that.
You don't want a broke man. You don't want to sleep in the car with him. You want to make sure he has a house of his own, a roof over his head, a car to drive.
I just want a guy that supports me and
It
treats me
sounds
good.
sounds good.
Supports-
Man,
that's
you
the
only
key
fans,
word.
man.
I think supports
You don't
me
want a
like
man that
you only
emotionally.
fans.
He
I'm
can't.
not.
That
You want a
support
man that
runs
supports you. You
dry.
gotta-
Hold on, I
yeah.
don't want to talk over her.
Sorry, my bad.
The support runs dry when there is no financial support. It runs real thin afterwards.
I didn't.
Even just commenting on him saying why men run things, right? Women are emotional. I said this statement the other day. My uncle taught me this. He said either you want to be a woman or you want to be a boss. You
Yeah.
cannot be both. And it may sound crazy, but because women get emotional when they just make decisions, we also have this thing called chemical imbalance when we go through periods and things like this. Just a lot of things happening.
Hormones.
So hormones. So when we make decisions, we are emotional. When men make decisions, they're more strategic. I'm not saying all, but majority. So when you are working in the workplace and the reason why you're firing Tom is because he pissed you off today and you were on your period. The reason why Tom is firing Brian is because he didn't do his fucking job.
You were trying to say something?
I was gonna say, I think for you to like better wrap your hand around it, most women prefer men who can provide for them, not just want, but prefer. And any woman, or not any, or the women who are settling for men who don't provide for them, then they're settling, you know? They look in the window and they're like, I wish I had a man who had more money than me. So they prefer it, yes.
And
Yeah.
then 3
They
years
prefer it.
into the relationship, you get tired, then you break up with them.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like if I was with a guy because he provided for me financially and like that was the main reason, then I can see myself getting tired years later because I'm an independent woman. I make my money. I was raised by a business owner. I've learned do it yourself, do your stuff. If I'm with a guy who stimulates my brain, makes me feel good, makes me feel good about myself, want to be, that's what I meant by support. You know, I
You
come
can
home
have
having
both.
a bad day.
I think that's
and
the
you
point.
can, you
Yeah.
know, like,
Like-
and it's okay to
We're not
prefer that, but it
saying-
doesn't mean women only want guys with tons of money.
No,
'cause
that's
we're
what I'm
not-
saying.
yeah.
They prefer it.
Well-
But you don't want anybody who's lower than you.
Well, when you get older, I guarantee you that's going to change because you're young right now. So,
Yeah, your priorities-
And you do OnlyFans, right?
Yes.
So you make a good set of money.
Bro, IG's
So
bad,
that
bro.
alone will tell you, okay, I make money, I'm good. I don't need that support until things run dry or things don't look as good as they look right now. Then the guy is like, oh, I'm broke too, baby. What we going to do? Talk in the car about high IQ
We're
conversations?
gonna figure our shit out and make some money, bro.
Nah,
Like,
you're gone.
No, but we're just saying, as a foundation for yourself and your family, if the guy is not where he needs to be, it's not going to work out.
I'm still trying to figure out how the patriarchy oppresses you.
patriarchy. I didn't even say that.
So
They
the
were saying the
Roman
patriarchy
Empire,
isn't right, blah blah blah. I mean, I think the patriarchy works. There's no matriarchy has worked or stood the test of time for a reason. It just doesn't work when women are in leadership or in authority.
Okay.
Who runs OnlyFans?
And again, you can't even name one privilege or right that that men have that women don't.
Well, you didn't ask me right to begin with. You were like, what's one area, like, I did answer your question.
I said the patriarchy is created a society that allows women to thrive and women live life on easy mode. And I said, give me one right or privilege that men have that women don't if the patriarchy is so bad or not right as you claimed earlier. And you couldn't give one.
I gave one immediately. I said the fact that men are naturally like approached with so much more respect.
And I refuted that because chivalry exists and women actually get way more respect than men do. And women get more opportunities given to them just because they're a woman. They don't earn respect like men have to. Men must earn respect. Women are just given respect for existing.
Even your industry. I can't be a man hopping on OnlyFans and make a bunch of money. You can.
So please explain to me how men are more respected. And then you said, oh, men have more opportunities. No, that's not true either because women are far more likely, and they've done studies on this, to get a job over a man if it's a female name on the resume.
One thing I will say is I can agree that you could be correct there. Names on a resume, right? So 2 people apply, a woman and a man.
Yeah.
You know, they might be more likely to hire the women. But you also have to think about what comes before that, right? So like a guy and a girl, they both meet like this super big like business owner at a bar at completely different times. When the guy meets the guy automatically, you know, like wants to listen. It's another man, so let's talk. You're intelligent, let's have an intelligent conversation. When a man meets a woman, she doesn't automatically get that. Like as a woman, I have to earn my respect with you, right?
Oh, so you have to earn respect like a man.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have to earn my respect.
Men have to earn their respect too.
Yeah,
welcome to equality that you fought for.
Men have to earn respect in what?
Yes.
You just said that like we're supposed to just respect all men. Like
no, we're supposed to respect women. We respect women off rip. Men must earn their respect. Women don't get it just because they're a lady.
I don't think so. I feel like most men I've met did not respect me the second they met me because I'm a woman.
First,
yeah.
But once you talk,
and then also your profession, and then also the way that you speak, and also no offense, but you're not necessarily the most. You're not really good at articulating your points. So yes, people are going to judge you based on how you speak, how you convey yourself, your profession. All these things come into play, and they're going to look at the total package and the way you dress. All these things come into play, and then also on top of that, there's a stereotype that most attractive girls are stupid, which is true to a degree. Are all women stupid that are attractive? No, but it's a stereotype. It just happens.
You have to prove them wrong.
And it's a
But
perpetuated
why do I have
stereotype.
to prove
Because
them
that's
wrong
how
to
it
be
works.
judgmental and just like shallow as hell?
Let me
Like
tell you something.
it's so bare minimum to beg a man to be a good human being.
No, but in the business world, not the OnlyFans world.
And I never will beg a man to respect
But you're in the OnlyFans world. You're not in a realistic work world where you're actually dealing with real people in real time. You're dealing with fucking nerds, horny niggas, and all type of weirdos. Not saying those don't exist in the corporate and the workplace, but you're in a factitious space of a job. You're not walking into a corporate building with a full 3-point suit on and saying respect
corporate
me.
men are horny.
I didn't say they weren't. I just I'm not saying they're not, but you're not walking in actually giving a shot at someone respecting you. You're walking in half naked. I have OnlyFans. You can click this button and see my pussy and rewind it and whatever you want. Why would I respect you? I'm not gonna respect you until I actually feel like you have something to bring to the table. Why would I respect you as a woman? I'm not respecting a woman.
Because what is me having an OnlyFans and showing my
body? It says a lot. I'm gonna tell you what it says. I'm gonna tell you from a grown woman. I'm gonna tell you as a grown woman what it means.
If there's no supply, if there's no demand, there's no supply. Men want this. They beg for it. You guys are the reason this type of work exists.
Baby, I come from the strip club. I come from the strip club. I come from the whole life. I come from the selling the pussy.
So
I did all those things.
Where does it come from where you think that I don't deserve respect?
I didn't say if you want, but when I want people to, I'm going to tell you, I was a stripper. Yeah. I was all those things that you're doing right now, and I respect it. I don't knock your hustle, how you get your money, but you cannot expect people to treat you a certain way when you have a certain lifestyle. You have to accept what comes with it. It's just like the crackhead on the street smoking crack. You come, I don't give a fuck if you driving a Ferrari and got a 8-figure job coming in. You still coming to my block asking me for some crack. You a crackhead.
But my example was I walk up to you in a restaurant and a man just met you in the same like that. My argument wasn't he's on my OnlyFans and he sees that. My argument was I meet you in the real world, in real life, and naturally men, when a man approaches a man, they more than likely have a really good intellectual conversation, whatever. When a woman comes up to a man,
not always.
No, I don't think so. Yeah,
the man's not even allowed in the room unless he reaches a certain level.
Let me rephrase. Okay, I feel like men are more open to having conversations that they take seriously with other men. When it's a woman, it's the conversation is usually because the guy wants to fuck, not because he respects me, not because he wants to talk to me.
You have to change that dynamic. I'm in plenty of rooms with a lot of powerful, rich, fine, attractive men, and they all want to fuck me. But you know what the difference is? Everybody wants to fuck Rihanna.
At least you're in the room.
Here's what something I want you to take with you. Your body, your looks, your pussy is gonna get you in the room, but it's not gonna keep you there.
Ooh, real quick, you got a point?
And the man's not gonna even get invited to the room unless he reaches a certain level. Like women don't get it. Like the privilege that you guys have is insane. You're able to rub elbows with millionaires, billionaires. You're able to get on a yacht just for existing. As a man, you have to earn that ability to do so. So yeah, you're saying I'm not respected, but at least you get the opportunity to get the respect.
Yep.
I don't even get the opportunity to get the respect unless I built the respect beforehand and I'm invited.
Yep.
That's the difference between men and women. That's why I say women live life on easy mode. And unfortunately, that's why a lot of guys don't respect women, because the reality is y'all don't have to work as hard as we do to make money and to become successful.
Yep.
And here's the other thing too. Men must perform. Women don't have to. You have the privilege of, I want to be a stay-at-home mom, which is great. But we don't have, I can't say I want to be a stay-at-home dad. Doesn't fucking work. No chick is going to take me seriously when I say, oh, by the way, I want you to work and I'm going to just stay at home and take care of the kids. No woman's going to give me an opportunity. But as a woman, you can go into a relationship and say, you know, I want to be a stay-at-home. Most guys are going to be okay with that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
So we're not the same at all.
Nope.
And that's what I mean when I say women live life on easy mode and they get angry, but at least you get the opportunity to meet them. They might not respect you, but at least you get the opportunity to build that respect. It's on you if you fuck it up and they don't respect you because you didn't convey yourself properly. Maybe they found out about your background. And unfortunately, ladies, when you're a sex worker, men aren't going to respect you, period. That's just how it is. Okay? Fast money comes with slow problems. Okay? And in the corporate world, right, if you guys did get a corporate job, they would actually respect you more because they don't want to get hit with sexual harassment.
That is true, actually.
They're going to treat you very well. They ain't going to say shit because they know they get fired by HR. So if you did work a corporate job, I don't know if you guys ever have, I doubt it. Trust me, you guys would get preferential treatment. You would get hired, and they would treat you very well because HR is dominated by women. If there's one sexual harassment claim, they're getting fucking fired.
Gone.
So they're gonna absolutely respect you and hear what you got to say.
And you can learn how to have men respect you. Like I think that's a big thing. Like I do OnlyFans too. Like I've been through that whole thing. But like I think.
Wait, you do OnlyFans as well?
I'm not arguing.
You would have never
Why did you
known
say that?
No, she
did.
did.
She did.
But she just said 4 things and then said that last.
Yeah.
But okay, how do you?
Your notes?
I want to say dodge.
She didn't say OnlyFans, bro.
She did.
She must have said that to y'all.
I'm so
At the
sorry,
very
Happy.
end,
No,
but at the
she
very
did.
end.
No,
It
she
was
said
very
on the
low.
show. I didn't know before the show.
How do you
She did.
curve the disrespect from men?
I mean, for myself, I think there are characteristics like I care a lot about being intelligent. I care a lot about speaking well. I care a lot about being articulate and listening. And those are things that deem respect regardless of your gender. And so I think I've learned that from not feeling valued by men and deciding, no, like I want to be seen as who I am authentically and genuinely and just gaining respect from being who I am. And I agree. There's kind of this dynamic of like, do you want to be a boss or do you want to be a woman? And I don't love that. And I remember like one time talking to my mom and she was saying, Tess, like, you're so opinionated, you're so driven, you're so passionate, it's going to be hard for you to find a rich man. Because they want someone who's just going to sit there and shut the fuck up. But like, there are spaces where I can still exist and still be respected and loved for exactly what I bring to the table. But I think that doesn't mean that people aren't gonna still want to fuck me.
Yes.
Regardless.
The women want to fuck
You
too.
can still be a boss.
They all
Yeah.
want to fuck.
You just need to know your
Everybody's
place.
trying to fuck.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, we got some chats here.
Yeah, we have
Yeah,
chats
we
going on,
have
man.
chats.
It's 12:30.
Okay.
Okay. Yep.
Shit.
Past
Okay.
time. All right.